What's up, y'all? Listen, I know I've been gone for a little minute and it will not happen again, I promise. But today we have the conversation coming your way, presented by P&G. We got some good food. We got some good guests. My man is here, of course. So let's go see what Chef Kolby got going on at the table. Chef, what's going on?
What's happening, man?
I'm good. Okay, cool. So what are we making in here?
Yeah, I'm just getting everything ready for dinner tonight. You know, I'm taking out to the South today a few Creole staples that I grew up eating and one special dish that got me my apron on MasterChef.
I know that's right.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I can't cook at all. You know what I'm saying? Me, the kitchen, not really my forte. What got you started with all this?
I started off cooking in the kitchen with my grandpa, like most of us in the South do, cleaning shrimp, tasting the spoon, and then he would always give me small tasks to do, and it kind of graduated into me making the family mac and cheese for Thanksgiving, things like that. So I got pretty good.
Come on, family mac and cheese. I'm scared of you.
You know, you got to have 2 or 3 business years experience for that one.
So was there any tips that your grandfather gave you in the kitchen?
Yeah, he always kind of taught me 2 things: season as you go and clean as you go. That's why I like to keep Dawn Power Wash on me, keep all the little things clean and the small dishes, and then I let Cascade do the rest.
That makes sense. Now, I don't cook, but I do host.
Yeah.
And so I keep a little bounty and a little Febreze on me.
Yeah, keep it fresh.
Exactly. Well, I'm excited to see what you bring to the table.
I'm excited to serve y'all so y'all can try this Creole cooking.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Listen, this Febreze Blends collection, chef's kiss. This vanilla suede has hints of mahogany and amber, and it smells so good. It's perfect for hosting. I guess I'll see you at the table.
What's up, guys? What's up, man? How you doing? What's up, real? What's up, man? How you doing? Good. How about you? Doing well. Oh, man. Let's do it. Let's do it.
I mean, we didn't hold hands in public until, what, year 6 I think?
We still don't, yeah.
PDA is a big thing.
No, yeah, and I think that we're just not. I was taught how to show PDA with another man.
I'm learning, like, with him, like, that is a secure place for him.
All right. So what's up, guys?
How's it going?
Hey, babe.
How are you?
I'm good. What's going on, guys? Hey, babe.
That's how you do it.
I did.
And then take a beat afterwards until it gets settled in.
Wait, is Babe the pet name? No, I'm curious.
It is. It's just
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's easy. I used to say baby, and it just felt like it was too much to say. Like, maybe it's so quick and easy.
He calls me honey every now and then.
Oh, I like honey.
It's so nice and like sensual.
Nice,
I can say honey.
You say you want to say baby.
Dear.
Say honey.
Honey's cute, though. I think I might actually try honey. Hey, honey. We'll work on it. Cool, no worries.
Because I'm glad y'all invited us too.
Listen, anytime.
I'm excited for this.
Look at some food. We got some good conversations. It's going to be great. What's happening?
How y'all doing?
Okay.
Wow. Starving. It's how we
Yeah, guys. So this is Chef Kolby Kash.
Chef Kolby
and
Kash.
He has some good food ready for us.
Yes, sir. So what I have for y'all is boudin balls. This is something in the South where you can just get this at the corner store, but I decided to elevate it with you guys. Just make a little homemade remoulade, top it off with some chives. Should be nice and crispy on the outside, nice and soft on the inside.
That's gonna be my cheat meal.
Yeah.
Well, it's just the start, so you might want to take it easy. But keep it nice and light for y'all to start off. So this is what we call a little lanyard.
Well, thank you.
You're very welcome. All right, let me get back in this kitchen.
I actually don't think I've ever had this before.
I never heard of it.
Quick.
Go like, okay.
Done.
Well, wait, what was the pet name? Honey. Hey, you want some honey?
Let's try it, yeah.
Okay, let me see how good I am at this.
Practice.
Okay, wait. Okay, hold on, wait. Catch it now. Oh, guys. That's some good food. Yeah, that didn't break. Okay, there we go. Oh, look at that.
Thanks, hon.
You know what I thought about earlier?
What?
I was in college when gay marriage was legalized. Like, you know,
That's crazy.
It's wild because I'm thinking it was 2015. I was in college.
Yep.
And we're almost about to celebrate a year of marriage. You guys are at
2 years.
almost 2 years.
I can barely remember the date, so I'm just glad you didn't ask me.
Exactly.
I'm glad you didn't ask
I'll
me.
stick to the numbers. He can stick to the honey.
Were you guys' first year married? Was it difficult?
I wouldn't say it was difficult, right? It was a lot of learning experiences.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it's not difficult.
No, because I mean, honestly, like difficult to me is when you're trying to figure out all on your own, right? So like having Greg and us being together, like we really did figure a lot of things out collectively, not trying to get outside of our circle or people that we trusted.
Oh, I love that. I think part of it too is we were together for 10 years already, so not to throw it on you.
You know what? Okay, let's get our booty on the go because this is.
So like a lot of the stuff we had already worked through, but it surprised me that even after getting married and having been together for so long, it's just like stuff popped up, just random stuff and like things that we hadn't thought about and talked about just extensively became real. Like, okay, now we're married. Now these conversations about surrogacy and children are very much so more real. Like, what do we combine? What do we keep on our own? Like, all those conversations we never had in our previous decade of being together, which was interesting.
We often say our vows came at us like a wrecking ball. Like it was like you said, for better or worse, got you. Where's your port? Got you. Sickness and health, got you. Like it was like every single thing came at us year one.
Every lesson we had to learn came like a Russian wind. Like it really did.
Yeah.
It's still here. But yeah, I think that's, I guess is what I wanted. Like I wanted to be able to like lean on him and trust him, but I didn't know that it was gonna come with like the experience that you have to go through to learn that, you know?
Yeah. I mean, that's good though, because you get a little bit of a test right out the gate and it's like, this is what marriage is and this is how you grow together, you grow old together and all the things happen and will continue to happen.
Do you guys ever feel like pressure to show up a certain way publicly? You know, because people see you guys in a relationship and see your dynamic and probably lean on it for inspiration or...
I think I did at some point, maybe here and other, just like general nervousness, but really what I've always said is like, we are who we are, so it's like like it or don't like it. I think I can get in my head sometimes about wanting to put our best foot forward, but it's always been for us, or at least me, about being authentic and just being myself, and that's gotta be good enough.
No, it's a big, like the public thing is not as though like we don't know it's there, right? But it is coming in authentic, right? And not trying to think what we need to explain to somebody or show it a certain way. Like it's really like, oh, nope, that's how we want to do it. And that's what we feel most comfortable with. Like it's definitely been a learning lesson though. I'll explain it that way, but.
I would say the biggest thing probably with us is just being on the same page about what we do and don't want to share as a couple.
But I think to your point, it sometimes is difficult to know not what's authentic and what's not authentic, but more so having to turn off whatever the problem is to be able to share. Because there'll be times when we'll go to things and it's like, we could have argued in the car, but then we got to come in here and be like, oh my God, I loved him. He was amazing. Because that's the thing. Because sometimes in the sharing your relationship, you feel like you're sharing literally your relationship with
It's almost like you're playing a role and it's like, oh, okay. And I think when we decided to not have a public wedding or have a wedding at all, I think we sat down and was like, okay, well, what is it that we want to do? Because a lot of it was, you see comments like, can't wait for the wedding, can't wait for the wedding. And then we're like, I don't even know if we want a wedding. Like, we do, you know? And I think that was kind of, in a way, us taking our power back. Not that we gave it away, but, you know, you fought in and out of it.
I actually love that, and I know exactly what you mean, because we went through something similar where we were like, okay, at first we were going to have this big wedding, possibly multiple celebrations, and then it got to the point where we were having so much anxiety about people asking us what we were going to do, you know, if they were going to be on the list, and we're just like, you want to just do this with our family? Because like that's who matters the most to us.
That was integral because family is like, for Greg and I, our relationship, the core foundation for us. Like it showed the real, I think, feelings that we have for each other as well as in what we can show to to our families as well. But I think I was just nervous, to be honest, with the wedding.
I was more nervous than I thought I was going to be with the wedding. Because we had been together for so long, and maybe it was everybody asking me about it, me thinking like, what is it? And trying to plan a wedding, even though it was small, like, I know I stressed you out ahead of our wedding.
Elliott's like, you did.
But it was all in good, like it was where I'm really glad that he was stressing me out in that sense because it took a lot off my plate, right? And I think we both understands each other's strength. Like we're like, okay, this is what you're good at, this is what you're good at. So for me, it's like, Elliott, you talk to this person, because if I talk to him, I'm gonna curse him out. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of like,
he's like,
I felt that. I think my first time being nervous about the wedding planner was we were trying to figure out if I was going to meet him at the altar. And I was like, well, I don't, I was like, I'm not a bride. I think that's what a bride does. And I think that was my first moment where I was like, dang, do we really want to have a wedding? Because it doesn't seem like us. Because I would rather us kind of meet each other at the altar. And I was like, all right, well, if that's what you want, then, we'll do it that way. It's like, well, no, if you don't want to do it that way, we won't do it that way. And then, just all those things that went into wedding planning that just that felt so like, I don't want to say heteronormative, but it felt like, okay, this is us cosplaying something that we're not.
Yeah.
Something that I got in my head about that. Yeah.
No, I definitely feel you on that. I think
It's good. Chef Kolby, do the thing, Chef Kolby.
I'm back. What y'all think?
so. This was delicious. And you can take a couple and put them in it to go.
Oh, I got plenty for y'all.
The recipes.
The recipe, you can find the recipe on my website.
There we go.
Or in my upcoming cookbook. Yeah, I hope y'all still hungry though. We got entrees coming.
All right.
Right. If you're anything like me, you hate washing dishes. And for the bigger messes, I like to use Cascade Platinum Plus. Just scrape and load and get back to the conversation. All right. Here we go. We got
Oh my goodness.
This dish is a little special to me. It's my crawfish etouffee. It's what got me my apron on MasterChef. This is one of those dishes that I grew up eating and I was able to share my story to the world. So I hope y'all really enjoy it.
Thank you.
It's a little spicy because it's Creole food. That's where I come from, the dirty South. We like it a little spicy with a little kick to it. So let me know what y'all think. And I'm going to go start working on dessert.
Thank you, Chef. All right.
Thank you. No problem.
Thank you. Better mix some of that rice in there.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Ooh. When we think about support, we often wonder if support comes to us or do we come to it, right? Like, how does it work when you're queer, when you're Black, when you're navigating just certain spaces? So how have you guys navigated support? Has it come to you? Did you go to it? What does it look like over the years?
For me, it was, it came to me by, thank God. I was in my freshman year in college, actually, and my brother called me and, he was asking me questions because he had heard things about me dating another guy and stuff like this. I wasn't as stealth as I thought I was. And so, we had a conversation. I told him everything. And then he was like, I'm not going to tell anybody. I'm going to let you do this process on your own. Of course, that didn't happen. He goes and tells my entire family. And it was a blessing, I always say, because for me, it allowed so many conversations that would have been difficult for me to have and difficult to seek out to come to me. And my family were like, look, we love you. We don't care about any of this stuff. You're our family member regardless. And it's always been that way for me. And so I say that's a true blessing because I know that's not the case for every family. And I've never really had to seek out that genuine support from my family.
That is amazing. It's so opposite of my reality. I feel like yours is kind of the exact opposite of that. So how was your coming out, all the things?
I think that I am still learning how to receive support. So I think that my family, I think initially they were shocked, but I think I isolated myself so much that I got so used to not being around them that when I came out and here I am, I had, again, been so far removed from their opinions on anything that it just, I don't think they know how to support me. I came out at 35, so it's like I had already hardwired my beliefs on certain things, and I moved to California from South Carolina, and it was kind of I don't really have to worry about their opinions anyway, about anything.
Right. I was in my mid-20s when I call it actualizing my truth, because I think coming out insinuates that it happens once, right? And I think coming out happens so many times among so many people in so many groups and so many spaces. Yeah. And I got lucky, I'd say, because I came out prior to being known by anybody, essentially, right? I came out online, and it was no one knew me. Then it was they didn't know me for being queer, which kind of helped because it wasn't any facade that I had to take away. Gotcha. All you know me as is a gay guy. You don't have to separate the straight version of me that you grew to love. And I think that wasn't the same reality in private though, because I had friends, fraternity brothers who knew me as a straight guy. So I think support is always tricky. we were talking earlier about how people are sometimes afraid to touch certain parts of your queerness. And I think I've interacted with a lot of my friends, even to this day, who are sometimes afraid to say the G word. Like, you know what I mean?
Did I say that right?
Yeah. It's like,
Well, like what to say? Like I have some friends that'll text me Happy Pride. And I'm like, oh, okay, thank you. But then I tell people that don't talk about it at all. And like,
exactly. Literally.
Man. Oh, I gotta tell my dad.
Yeah, Elliott, it's your turn.
Okay. It's really similar. Like South Carolina wise, I isolated myself a lot. Like I think that was where I felt the most comfortable.
Yeah.
So when I met Greg, I think that's when I was like, oh, okay, I can have a life with this. And I saw, like he's describing his family, how his family treated him. Because I was discouraged because I was like, oh, I'm not going to have the support. Yeah. And I love my family. So when I saw how his family reacted to him, I was like, oh, okay, this is possible. So I started with like really immediate friends and everything like that I told, because I just felt like I was overworking my brain and isolating all these different silos. And I was just like, I'm starting to separate myself more and more and more. And I know I want them closer to me. So that was my kind of way of feeling more comfortable. And when I felt that security, that's when I actually told my dad and like my close friends.
If you could go back, all of you guys actually, if you could go back, would you change anything about your journey or the start of your journey?
I don't know. I feel like I had, similar to you, Elliott, I just felt like at that point, by the time I came out, I was already 3 seasons in the show, 3 years in the show. And it was constant. Like I would, at an event or if I go live, it was, are you gay? Are you gay? Are you gay? And I just kind of I'm just not a good liar anyway. So I would like to think I'm a very honest person. And I think if I didn't play that character on the Upshaws, I don't know if I would come out to this day, you know? So I don't know if I would change anything. I'm kind of glad I got pushed out in a way because it just was, I feel like everything was closing in on me because obviously you're playing a gay character, they want to know. I don't know. I think it worked out perfectly, honestly.
I think for me, I would definitely go back and probably be more open about myself at a much younger age. I think even with coming out to my family freshman year of college, when I went to work in DC and lived my life, I was back like, okay, my family knows, but it was, okay, I can't hang out with this person here. I can't go to this place. I can't mix my work friends and my personal friends because they know certain things. And there was so much mental anguish trying to keep up this facade for so many years. I wish I had those years back and that I was living the full, authentic version of me for that time. I mean, it's priceless to be able to get those years back.
I take my answer back then. Never mind. If you put it that way.
I feel like it's so much unlearning, right? And you don't know what's true to you or what has been conditioned within you. And I think that was my journey as a person who's comfortable in his sexuality now. Is this my real voice? Is this how I walk? Is this what I even would like to do? Because so much of me was built like, okay, well, straight guys sound like this. So let me kind of do my this. And, and so it just,
all of that.
So the layers of it all is difficult. Even acknowledging pride, being proud of myself for being myself is such a whirlwind experience. Because on the one hand, I'm really proud to be myself. But on the other hand, it's hard to not acknowledge that I have to be proud to be myself. Like being yourself isn't a thing that we're all just able to do, And so him and I talk about this all the time, but figuring out what it looks like to protect who you are, but also be who you are. Because you can get lost in either one, where you're being who you are too much in the sense that you don't protect yourself and then you're open, or you're too busy protecting yourself and you're not being yourself.
That's true.
So have you guys found a balance in that, you think?
I love that you brought that up because it is so true. And I think a lot of people in the queer community go through that where they're like, okay, I'm out, this is who I am now. And you maybe swing too far in the other direction of not realizing that queer or not, there is a level that human beings have, a protection that any human beings should have over their life and themselves and things they cherish. I think for me, it came more so from being in the public eye. So I always kind of had, growing up with, a famous dad, I always kind of had a bit of protectionism in me of like, okay, gotta have discretion about who I am, what I do, what I say. And so I don't know that I experienced that too much, but I did get the urge to just try out all these new things because I'm like, okay, to your point, who am I now? Like, does this feel right? Does that feel right? All these things I thought I wasn't allowed to do. I mean, we didn't hold hands in public until what, year 6 when we were on vacation in Paris, I think.
We still don't, yeah.
And it's just that's just like, what does PDA look like amongst 2 men? And like, I don't know.
No, that is
PDA is a big thing.
No, yeah, and I think that we're just not. I was taught how to show PDA with another man. I feel like like all of us, we were raised to be with women, and I do think that things are a little bit different. So I was questioning, does the PDA look the same? Like, does it? Because my biggest issue, Obio might think it's something else, but like my biggest issue was the attention. Like, I just felt like it felt like so many eyes on me, and it just gave me anxiety. It wasn't really that like I didn't want to show him affection, or I felt uncomfortable with that. I just felt uncomfortable with the attention that it caused. Like, sadly, I felt like we were putting ourselves in harm's way. Like you know what I mean? Because if someone says a thing, then like now we don't have to react, but we would react to the thing, And so like now that's a whole thing. So I mean, now I would do it.
His palm would be sweating. If I grab his hand in public, his palm would. I'm like, baby, never mind. Let's just walk. It's fine.
I don't think you ever did me like that.
I don't believe his palm used to be sweating. I'd be like, always physical.
Hey, but I get the PDA part because I'm just like, everything, right? But I'm learning, like with him, like that is a secure place for him, right? Yeah. So it's not like I got to do it all the time, but I'm like, all right, we going to the movies. Come on, give me that.
Oh, wait, and let me back that up because I don't know with PDA. I like affection. I don't know if I like PDA as much as you might think I do because I'm shy at my phone. So like, to your point, I don't like this attention sometimes where it's like, this dude is 6'7". I'm not a small dude myself. And we're walking down the street, holding hands, like people are going to look and notice, and you can feel that energy coming at you. So like, queer or not, that is just a lot of
just
attention.
Always in the headspace for that.
Yeah, that's fair.
I think I often think about though how I might have saw 2 guys who were in a relationship when I was younger and just didn't know it. Because they acted like friends. And so in the name of like representation, sometimes I'm like, I need to look a little gayer in this moment. Like, I mean, lack of better terms, because I'm always thinking about, I never saw a couple. Maybe I did and thought they were cousins. And so sometimes we can look like cousins. Like, just 2 guys walking down the street. So sometimes it can get like over vigilant in terms of like, okay, we are queer. And it's kind of our duty, and maybe that's not the right word, but it's our duty sometimes to be who we needed. Correct. Because I know what I could have benefited from had I had options.
Yeah, I agree. I try not to put that pressure on us, but I understand it could help so many Black boys see it. Because I feel like if I saw my character on TV as a child, I think my journey would have been a little smoother, because I just didn't know it was possible.
That's big for us. Like when we were doing the reality show and they wanted us to do like the coming out video or like, what's the word you use, Obio?
Actualizing your truth.
Actualizing our truth.
I love that. Like we were nervous, right? Yeah. And like what got us over that anxiety was looking at, to your point, the bigger picture. And you think about the young children and stuff like that, or people that are younger, like it's not like they're going to be like us, but it's the simple fact of seeing it, right? To see that it's possible. Like we had a Black president twice, like it's just being able to really acknowledge like, this is possible despite what's in my head.
Yeah, same. Y'all want to eat?
Yeah.
One thing about me, my space has to stay clean. So these Bounty paper towels are some of my favorites. They're thick and hold up against even the toughest messes. Now that the space is all clean, let's get back to the table.
All right, y'all. What y'all think?
It was really good.
Awesome.
So
got a little kick to it, huh?
A little kick.
Yeah.
Give me a to-go box for this
one too.
Well, we'll get somebody on that. I'll be right back. When I'm in the kitchen, I gotta clean as I go. That's why I use Dawn Power Wash dish soap. All you do is spray, wipe, rinse. So effortless and so easy, you could be enjoying our conversation at the table.
So I feel like when two or more gay people are in a room, you have to ask the question about monogamy. I feel like monogamy just has to come up. What are your thoughts on just the whole concept of monogamy, the projection of monogamy onto queer couples, like all the things? What are your thoughts?
Why did everybody look at me first?
Well, like, Greg.
I think people should do what the heck they want to do. I really do. I think that, we're here to enjoy life. And if you find somebody that enjoys non-monogamy in a relationship with you, I think you should enjoy that. It's not for me personally, but I think it's fun. The idea of it.
It's not for me personally, but I think it's fun with the same.
I'm so confused. No.
All right, y'all. So in the South, we end things with a little something sweet. So I got a white chocolate bread pudding for y'all, topped off with a little bit of white chocolate cream on glaze, blueberry compote, and a little thing of mint. Just a little, give it a little freshness.
Oh, it looks too good.
Yeah.
Wait, so Chef, I have a question. So we're talking about monogamy here. What are your thoughts about monogamy?
I think that's a question for somebody who can find a man. But I think that is different strokes for different folks. I don't know. I mean, I see people who have open relationships and it works. I see people who cannot do that and it works for them as well. I just think it really depends on being open and honest with your partner and then deciding what works best for y'all.
Yeah.
I like that.
That was good.
Yeah. With that being said, I hope y'all enjoy the dessert and have that conversation amongst people who have a relationship.
Oh, God. He's coming. I promise. He's coming.
Put the hands up. I just say in church.
I think for me,
metaphors and everything.
it was a hell no, and I think it's still a hell no with non-monogamy. But I think I don't want to say that I'm more open to it. I just understand it more, but it doesn't make me want to participate, if that makes sense. Like to your point, if you and your partner agree that that's how y'all want to do it, y'all want to open it up. Ultimately, it's at the end of the day, if both parties are happy, then that's the whole goal of marriage, right? So.
That's true.
I think for us, us being happy is the most important thing.
Yeah.
I think relationships in general are beautiful, or as beautiful as you make them.
Yeah.
And I think sometimes as a gay couple, we can tend to lean into those standards that heterosexual relationships have before us, and they don't even fit. And we're trying to force them to fit for our dynamic, and it may or may not apply. Some fit, right? Some things we agree with, some things we don't. And I think we're in a season of our lives where we're allowing ourselves the freedom to let the things that do fit, and the things that don't.
And that's the key part when it comes to relationship, having those conflicting or conversations that you're a little uncomfortable with. Like, I think it's what I've learned with Greg, because there's a bunch of conversations. I was like, I would never talk about this. It just should come naturally. But having those open conversations almost makes me feel a little bit, it's vulnerable, but it also puts it out on the table rather than me just trying to guess or assume because, I should know this because we've been together for 10 years. Like it's important to make sure you have those conversations like that.
And I think one of the things I've learned being with him for so long is that we are going to change. I change, he changes, we continue to change. And so it's like, how can we continue to communicate with each other so we know who each other are, who we know where we are, and where we're headed next so that we can stay locked in.
Speaking of change, though, if you could go back 10 changes ago, right? And let's go even early 20s, right? What would you say to the you now? Okay, I'll go first. I feel like if I could go back to early 20s me, I would say you don't have to have it all figured out. I think sometimes when you are hiding your sexuality, that's the biggest thing about you. And so it feels like this is a mountain that I have to continue to climb. And I would like to tell myself that, yes, it is necessary to love yourself, but you have to love all of you today. You can love on yourself into loving yourself fully. And I don't think I understood that in my 20s. I thought I had to know and love me like this versus maybe I love the way that I look a little bit more. Maybe I love how I show up a little bit more. Maybe I love my empathy more. Maybe I love my emotions more. And then that builds this entire person that I'm loving on versus trying to do it all at once. And also to relax. Relax.
Similar to you, I think I would give myself the same advice now, which is just to slow down. I feel like I am my biggest no in my acting career, in parenting and marriage is relax, slow down. I feel like life has this natural progression and you just kind of allow the things to come to you. And again, I wish I knew that in my 20s, but even now, some days I'm like, all right, sometimes you just need to breathe. Like you just need to be present, you know? So yeah, I would definitely say that now and back then.
Yeah, I'm gonna latch on to what you said about being present. I would tell myself to focus on being present because for so much of my early 20s, I was worried about who knew I was gay, worried about the career, worried about, if I was gonna get married, if I was gonna find a man. And it's like just constant. I just remember being anxious and worried. And it's like, that's not how anybody should live life. To your point about allowing the things to come to you, just telling myself to be present, calm down, enjoy life, and it will be okay.
Absolutely.
One thing I'll say for me, even before I was 20, like I would want to have told my mom about myself more so because I lost her before, I graduated like in my 20s essentially. And I think in those particular moments, I was restricting myself, right? Where she was asking a general question. And I think a lot of times when that happens, you want to make sure you're painting the right picture of how they raised you. And so what I would tell my younger self is not to be afraid of being fully vulnerable and open, especially with people that love you. Like, I think that's a clear way of directing the path to where, like what you're describing and what we talked about here, like that's at least what I would try to do if I were younger.
I love that. And I feel like because we all grew up in the 90s, it's a very different landscape. And in the sense of telling yourself, but what would you tell another person? What would you tell a younger gay guy who's growing up now, who kind of has a little more access, who might be able to see themselves on TV and in movies and be a little more liberal amongst their friends? What would you tell them?
I would just lean back into make sure you're living your life for you. And I say that particularly because of the time and the moment that we're living in a variety of ways. I think a lot of people have gotten sucked into living other people's lives, at least some of the young people I've talked to. And I guess it goes hand in hand a little bit with the relax, be present, enjoy your life statement I made earlier, but really like lean into who you are, what you actually want, and don't be so influenced about all these external things that may come at you, because that's what's truly beautiful about this world is your ability to choose what life you want to live.
Yeah. Okay.
That was our show pretty good.
I was trying to go answer that.
Honey, that was good.
No, to your point, because I have to, I think it's about choice, though. I would say, like, you have a choice in the matter. Like, you have a choice to be happy. You have a choice to respond in a negative way or a positive way. I wish someone would have told me that, like, this is a response you don't have to choose. Like, I feel like I was angry in my 20s a lot, and a lot of that was because I was just trying to figure myself out, my sexuality and everything else. But it felt like it was out of my control. But someone telling me, hey, like, you, as much as you can choose this anger, you can choose positivity. You can choose something. There's something else outside of anger. So I think choice and just following your bliss. And I think that, not to be all airy-fairy, but I think the higher your vibration, the faster the things come to you.
I think the most important, if I were to talk to somebody younger, would be kind of what Greg is saying, where with so much social media and wise, don't try to fit in one particular box, right? Like sometimes you got to create your own box. Sometimes you got to live outside the box, but understand that you're versatile in that sense. Like you can be fluid in whatever way you want to till you figure it out. There are people like, when you think about acting, like people that were in their 50s or whatever before they really hit where they want to. So like, don't put that constriction on yourself thinking by the time I'm 35, I should be doing this. Like that's not real life. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I often tell young people, if you can't be you, you can't be there. And I wish someone would have told me that, because I was so willing to suppress whatever I needed to suppress about myself for whatever goal I had set. And I wish someone would have told me that if you can't be you, you just can't be there. Because there's so many ways in which community at large will require you to be different. And if you're already willing to change, you're going to be changing not the second, and I think it really warms my heart to see so many young trans women and trans boys and trans girls and just people who are really owning who they are and not having to go through that suppression game for decades. Because you think about how long we were in the fight to be ourselves.
Residual effects of that, like how much of that we're still holding from hiding yourself from yourself for 35 years or however long,
Yeah. And they call it the second adolescence because you're kind of like a kid again. Because you're finally able to like love on yourself and you missed all those moments kind of when you were a child. So I think taking opportunities like Pride Month to really go into the streets if you need to and paint it rainbow.
But it is important, and it goes back to what you said about having the courage to be yourself. Like, you got to wake up and be proud to be yourself. And I mean, that is, to me, part of the point of Pride is because we do have a world telling us, unfortunately, that we don't belong here, that we should not exist. And so there is that element that I feel like we have an obligation to hold on to and to celebrate of, no, I'm here and I'm proud to be here and I'm going to show you how proud I am to be here.
Oh, I love that.
I feel like we need like a Pride is kind of outro situation. Like, like Pride is and you fill in the blank. We got, you need one of those, right? I feel like that has to happen.
Oh, man.
Okay, we'll give like 10 seconds and then you got to just go for it.
I want to win this one.
Then you won the last one. Hold on.
Keep it score.
And do we all agree Pride is? Okay, Pride is.
Oh, watch out.
Greg, okay. Greg, we get it, Greg. Okay, we know the valedictorian. Go for it.
Yeah, what?
Hit us.
No. It's real short. Mine is Pride is a lifesaver.
Oh. Okay. Pride is, to me, a symbolism of joy, a symbolism of, being a part of a community and a larger fabric of, who we are.
I like that.
To me, Pride is abundance.
I would say Pride is being your authentic self. Through and through. Yeah?
Yeah.
I could get out of our house.
Not without this.
To go buy the chef, we need to go buy this.
I'll be back to get my boxes.
Well, listen, thank you guys for finally coming and having dinner with us.
I know. Good.
This has been a beautiful conversation and coming to the table with us, man. We really appreciate it.
Thank you for having us.
Of course.
We'll be back tomorrow night.
I know y'all gonna have some more.
Okay, let's get Chef Kolby out here. Chef Kolby.
Oh, y'all getting into it, I see.
Listen, this was amazing. Every course was so good.
Yeah, I knew it would be. Yeah.
Now we close it out where Pride is and we fill it in the blank.
Okay.
Okay, and what is yours?
So Pride for me is showing up for that person that you thought you never could be. I think that it's important to now take pride in like showing up like, I never thought I could be this person, and now I am, and I'm so proud of who I became and all the people who are allies in my life that have helped me become who I am.
He doesn't only cook, y'all. I'm telling you, he does not only cook.
He won, by the way.
And it's so important to just be that person that you thought you never could be as a kid, I'm so glad y'all liked it. It's very important to me to like show my culture and through my food and through my love and all of those things. So I'm really glad that y'all enjoyed it.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Yeah. Anytime.
Well, thank you guys for coming over finally. We appreciate you guys. This conversation has been amazing. Sincerely. And thank you guys at home for tuning in to At the Table, presented by P&G. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.